Here are some of my favorite things you can do in the kitchen. Let's start with grabbing the bowl of the sink. Now I want you to give it a good lead away. Try to shrug that shoulder up to your ear and let it go down. And as it goes down, just hang the hip off. Let's do that a few times. You can start to add a counter stretch with the other hand. So both sides begin to work. You're more than welcome to add a little knee bend. And depending on the height of your sink, you might need to add more knee bend than others. Let's change sides. And then just go ahead and fold onto the sink with both hands and give it a little swivel side to side. You can take yourself down to squat, or you can take yourself out. You can also give yourself a nice little lean back. Depending on how much space you have, you may be able to let your hands extend. Do what feels right, get lots of length in your back, and then start to ripple your spine. As you can feel kind of freestyling this, you should too. See how many different ways you can pull your vertebrae back and forth through the traction of your arms and use your hips and your knees to sling the lower part of your body through as well. This one should feel fun and maybe only 7.5% dangerous. So we're going to move to the countertop now. I'm going to crawl on your tiptoes and then begin to support your body weight on your hands. So your legs are dangling down and your spine's pushing forward over the hands. If that feels like a lot, you can keep your feet on the ground, just kind of shake. And then come off, shake your hands out, switch out the back of the hands. And move to the other direction on the countertop. You're familiar with tricep dips, I'm sure. So try a couple of those. Just bending your knees to lower down, more of a stretch than really any type of body weight bearing thing here. And then push the arms down, straighten up, and you can use your legs to help you. Do a few of those until you find this inherent freedom in the spine where your hips drop down, you feel gravity. And as you stand up into a chest stretch. So you can change where your feet are to allow yourself the greatest enjoyment of this one. Totally fine to crunch your head on your scapula. You could even scratch the back of your neck on it if you want. Now we're actually going to do some rolls here. So bounce your hips up against the other timber and start to take your spine forward and back of your arms now. Channel your inner go-go. Channel your inner go-go dancer. For the last bit, we're going to move to a doorway. You're going to take your fingers around the edge of your door frame so you have a firm-ish grip. Take it as high as feels good, and then walk your legs into it and give your neck a lean. Reach the opposite hand down or even push it against the opposite side. What I want you to do is just turn your head back and forth a few times. You're allowed to rotate your body with this. Let's say by a few, I mean 3 or 4. And then we'll take the head side to side. Finding it new places to discover length in the back of your neck, in the front of your throat, through your chest, and also in between your arms. So all the spaces that feel like they're kind of creaking open into the sunlight that you haven't usually accessed, those are the places you want to access now. Other side, get the grip, find your happy lean, and rotate 4 times. And then your shoulder. Give a little counter reach with that bottom arm. Or if it's a lock for you, support yourself against the door. Now turn to face the side of the door frame. You're going to cross your hands. So I'm taking my left arm high, my right arm low. I'm going to walk my feet around it too. And then I'm going to let my body twist into my arms and drop my spine down. And I'm just going to go for 4 hyper luxuriant cat cows. And I'm going to let my body unwind as it wants to. And you can always change the height of your grip. Every single different position here is going to give you something different. You should explore them all over time. We're going to call that 4 cat cows. It might not look like it, but it was 4 of something, which is totally good enough. Other side, I'm going to hold high with the right hand, lower with the left. Have my little twist, look through the window pane of my arms, and then drop my hips and start to mess around. Now just take both hands to the back of the door. So it's going to look like this. You're going to walk forward and hike into your arms like some kind of sacred Superman situation. I want you to push with the palms. So you're not really leaning. You're not going to hyperextend the shoulders, not going to drop into it. You're going to press out so you're getting a pec stretch. I want you to gently draw it forward and look up and down about 4 times. This should feel about 3% dangerous. Feeling your chest move around your scapula. Let your hands lie down. We'll end like we're in kindergarten. So you push the back of your hands against your door frame with as much resistance as you can. And pull your chin into your Adam's apple. Stretch the back of your neck long. Look up and out. We'll take 4 long, calm breaths. Try to surf the pauses of your breath. Take your time. And work so hard you might even start getting little beads of sweat. Remember that scene in Return of the Jedi when Luke Skywalker was trapped in Jabba the Hutt's trash compactor and he was using his staff to try to keep it from closing in on him? That level of intensity. And if you don't remember Return of the Jedi, that's okay. You're just young. Feel your ribs moving in contrast with the pressure of your arms. We'll call that 4. Step out and fly. And that's all, folks.